This is the latest sub 35,000 rupees Samsung, the Samsung Galaxy A27, and you're watching our detailed review, so let's go. First impressions, the build feels good. It is a light phone with a clean signature Samsung design. There's a contour on the right side that acts like a dedicated grip area for one-hand usage. The top and bottom also follow the clean, minimal design language, especially with this speaker grille right. There's IP64 water and dust resistance with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus at the front and back to resist scratches. Now, the power key doubles up as a fingerprint sensor, which is snappy and in my experience unlocks faster than many phones that have in-display fingerprint readers. Super AMOLED panel is handling display duties up front. This is a Samsung panel and you can expect it to work well in most cases. Now, it is a FHD plus 120Hz display and the contents look good for something at this price point. You're getting rich contrast, deep blacks, good punchy colors, and I've watched Batman Ninja vs Yakuza League on this, then some more animated shows, and then the latest season of Avatar on Netflix. There's no 4K, but for something at this price point, the Galaxy A27 has a pretty solid screen. However, there's only one speaker, and while the grille looks clean, you're more than likely to block it with your palm, especially while gaming. And speaking of gaming, the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 chip paired with up to 8GB RAM and 256GB storage gives the Galaxy A27 a good balance between performance and backup. Games like Asphalt run smooth and BGMI is good to go at balanced graphics, and so is Arashi 2. That said, most apps assume where you leave them except heavy games, as they are reset after a while in the background. Nonetheless, this phone gave me a full day of backup while gaming, clicking pictures and doing some office work. Most of the usage is smooth and you can count on it to get you through the day even with demanding use. Now, One UI on this phone also gives it AI features like Tidy Up and Object Eraser, which are pretty cleanly implemented, especially on Samsung phones. Plus, useful features like the side panel also come in handy for light multitasking. I also ran a stress test after benchmarking on this phone and there was no lag or hanging, which is a good sign for long-term heavy use. Another good sign for long-term users is the 6 years of promised OS and security updates, which is a good thing. One of the major parts of your day could be taking pictures. We got sharp and detailed results in most lighting conditions. Best detail and color retention is outdoors. You also get good background separation from portrait shots, especially outdoors. Now, indoor results are good and low light shutter is also decently quick. That said, there is a difference in detail levels in different lighting conditions, which is obvious, but the results are mostly sharp and social media ready. As for the ultra wide, it captures a wider scene and the color and texture retention is almost at par with the main lens. There's a visible difference in detail level here, but the ultra wide is still good to go if you have decently lit subjects. And lastly, there's the macro lens, which performs best in daylight and will definitely give you wallpaper content if you use it correctly. I wonder why I said lastly there, since we also have a selfie camera. This is a solid one that captures good images in daylight and indoors, but things could be better in low light, especially if the subject is decently lit. You do get UHD or 4K recording from the main lens, and it also gives the most stable and detailed results. Ultra wide also gets good results, but you need a steady hand. And same goes for the front-facing camera for videos. Now, if you go about using the camera and playing some games, you'll get a full day of use out of this phone. The Samsung Galaxy A27 has a 5000 mAh battery, which isn't physically as big as some of its competitors, but Samsung's optimizations are making that churn out just as much backup. There's no charger in the box, so we charged it with 20 and 45 watt USB-C chargers. The fastest we got was from 10 to 95% in 1 hour 15 minutes with the 45 watt brick. And if you use the 20 watt charger, it'll take around 1 hour 45 minutes to get to a full charge. Now, looking at the full picture, this is a phone that we can easily recommend if you're someone looking for a good screen, decent cameras, balanced performance, and a device that will last you a long time. So in our opinion, the Samsung Galaxy A27 checks some of the right boxes it should check for a phone at this price. That's all from our side. My name is Manik Beri. You're watching Gadgets 360 and I'll see you in the next video.